Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. And I am going to be using the Nature's Prints bundle with the Nature's Prints stamp set and Natural Prints dies, along with this gorgeous Sun Prints designer series paper, and as well as grey granite. It has these three colours of blue in the paper pack, so Starry Sky, Night of Navy and Pacific Point. So I've looked them out. I have selected a sheet of the designer series paper that I want to use, and I am going to make a little gift bag with a kind of unusual fold over closure on it. I've been doing quite a lot of fold over flaps on things recently, and I'm quite liking it. So I thought I would do a gift bag. So this is 12 by 12 paper, but I'm going to trim that down. I don't have one to show you at the moment, because I did do one, a kind of practice one. Wasn't quite what I wanted, so I am doing a couple. I'm doing a couple of adjustments, so hopefully it'll all work out fine. If not, then you won't see this video, and you'll be none the wiser. No, it'll be fine. So 12 by 12 paper, I am cutting this down to 8 inches first of all, and then by 9.5 inches, like so. So I've got two decent size pieces that I can use for another project. It's gorgeous stripes on the other side. Just bringing in my simply scored board. I do want to use this side, and it's non-directional, so that makes life a little bit easier as well. So I've got my 9.5 inches along the top there, and then 8 inches down here. I'm going to score this first of all at 3 inches, because my bag is going to be 3 inches wide, then 4.5 inches, and then 7.5 inches, and then 9 inches. Okay, now I've just remembered I want to, while I'm here, just score this here at 3 3/4 and also at 8 1/4. These will be for the gussets on the side of the bag, so I won't be cutting with those lines, but they'll be there to help fold it over. On the short side, the 8 inch side, I want to score that at 1.5 and at 6.5 inches. So my bag is going to be 3 inches that way, then 1.5 inches at the side, and it's going to be 5 inches tall. Okay, so nice big size. We'll be able to put in lots of lovely goodies. Now, when you're doing your score lines, I'm just doing the horizontal ones first, because there's only 2 of them, and that's nice and easy. Alright. Then I've got that first one on the vertical. And then the next one is actually going to fold the other way. And then the next one normally, and the one after that. So those are our proper score lines. The next one is that middle one. Again, I'm just doing that roughly. And the very last one, just do as normal. Okay. So you're going to end up with your bag attached with that bit there, and then you've got these little gussets at the side. So I need to put in some extra score lines on the diagonal there. So I'm bringing in my ruler, and from that score line there, I just want to come up 3/4 of an inch. Or if you want to measure it from the bottom there, then that would be 2 1/4 inches. So I'm just putting a little mark at 2 1/4 inches there, and 2 1/4 inches there. Okay, and then I can use that mark, you might not be able to see that very well, but to put a diagonal score line from there to there. Right, and then I will take my pencil marks out. Find that pencil mark, hopefully it'll shine in the light. There it is. From there just to that corner. And that will just help it fold nice and neatly at the sides. Okay, now if you wanted to do this as a fold flat bag, then you could also put in another score line along there. Shall we just do that? Because we'll do it on the scoring board. So I want to do that at 2 1/4, but I'm just scoring down to that first score line there. Can you see that? So I've just gone from 2 1/4 down to there, and that will make that a fold flat gift bag. I was in two minds about that, but we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm actually going to bring my trimmer back because I'm going to cut away quite a lot of this. I'm going to cut it from there all the way down to there. So to make sure I get it nice and straight, I'm lining up this edge here at 7 1/2 inches. Okay, and then just bring your blade, in fact what I'll do is I'll take it right to the bottom, and then I'll just stop when I get to that top line there. Okay, so I'm just bringing that there, and I might not go all the way because I might not feel I can do that perfectly. That's okay. That's the line I want it to be nice and straight. I haven't done it right at the end. So that was line that up at 7 1/2. There we go, that's better. Okay, so again, you could do that with scissors if you're feeling brave. It's just quite a long way to get a nice straight line, so I didn't. I'm going to cut down that score line there, so I'm actually cutting down to roughly where we did that, and I can just make sure my lines meet up using my scissors. All right, there's another little bit that I want to do, and so this bit's 3. I want to come in and make a little mark again at 3/4 of an inch from that corner, and 3/4 of an inch from this this edge as well. Okay, so another little pencil mark. I will try and remember and take all the pencil marks off. And then this time I'm just going to use my scissors, because this you won't really see until it's open. But I'm taking from that pencil mark down to that corner, like so. And the same on here. I'm actually going to do it the other way around. And that doesn't have to be precise. It's just making that flap easier to tuck in. Let me just remove those pencil marks. Okay, so that's the top of it all sorted. We've got to do the bottom. Now, we've got that mountain and then valley, mountain. Ignore that valley fold there. And you want to cut straight up that one. Okay, ignore that one and then cut along that one. All right, a little bit further, Heather. That's it. Okay, cut the side of that one. Ignore that middle one and cut that one. Okay, and I'm just going to chop there and a little bit there because that's just our tab for gluing. Okay, now we've got two big rectangles. We're not doing anything with them. Tuck them out of the way, and I'm just going to take a little wedge off either side of this one so there's a little less bulk when we fold it all together at the base of the bag. Okay, all pretty standard stuff apart from just that extra middle score line there. Alright, so we've burnished all of those score lines. Those ones don't really need burnished, but you can give them a little bit of a helping hand. Those diagonal ones, just so that it's got a little bit of a clue where it's going when it gets folded. Alright, not essential. Depending on how thick your paper is. If it's thin paper, then it's just going to go anyway. If it's lovely, gorgeous, thick paper like this, it might need a little bit of encouragement. But that's all. Yeah, just giving it a little fold on those diagonals. Okay, so ready to assemble, and then we'll get into decorating. Just add some glue along that piece there, fold that over, and then bring this edge over, and that should line up nice and neatly like so. Just give it a little bit of a press. Okay, I like to fold it over the other way as well, give that a bit of a press down too. So you can see it's taking shape. The bit with this flap there is the back. So we've got these two pieces here that we want to fold in. Those are your sides. Just a little bit of glue on that. And then fold this back piece forward. And just kind of line that up. And then put some glue on this bottom piece here and fold that round. Now, wet glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Make sure you've got things all tidy. Because you've got those score lines on there, it will naturally go in a little bit there. Just pop your hand in, press it down so that you've got that glued nice and neatly there, and we'll just set that to dry. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping, and this is where I haven't entirely decided what I'm doing. I've got a piece of white card here, and I've picked this gorgeous big piece from the stamp set Nature's Prints, because I think that'll fit nicely on there. So we'll stamp that, and then I'm going with Best Wishes and Happy Thoughts. So I think we'll go Starry Sky for this lovely big leaf. So just gently dabbing that. I'm not putting lots of pressure on, just dab dab. Make sure it's all covered, and then press that down. Give it a little bit of a press. Isn't that just stunning? So that was Starry Sky, and I think I'll use a different blue for the Sentiment, Heartfelt, oh sorry, Best Wishes and Happy Thoughts. Will I go with the lighter of the dark or the darker? Oh, I'm going to go Night of Navy. It's my favourite. Night of Navy is most definitely my favourite. So again, just tap, tap, tap on that. Check that you've got it all covered. I don't know if my ink pad maybe needs re-inked. That looks okay. Little press. Try not to rock it, Heather. Straight up. Perfect. So we've got our two different colours of blue there, Starry Sky and Night of Navy. So there are dies that match with this, so that one will go on there, and this one hopefully fits. It's a snug fit, but it fits. It fits. Yeah. Okay, so bear with me a moment. I will die cut those and be back. So now this has had a chance to dry. Just folding that in like so, and it folds flat because we put that extra score line on there. And the way it closes is that this flap here, you want to tuck in between the front piece and that middle score on the sides, and then just kind of coerce it to go in like so. Give it a decent press. Once you've done it the first time, it will go. So that is your fold flat gift bag with a tuck flap closure. Okay, now you could, if you wished, put some ribbon on it, so you could punch holes either side there, put your ribbon in and just tie it with a knot on the inside, so that you've got a little handle for it. Or you can just do what I'm going to do and just decorate the front of it with this. Pretty as that. So I'm just going to glue that on the front. And if I decide I want to add ribbon later on, I can do. And so just pop that on the front like so. And I want it. And then I think I'll pop that on with, oops, didn't leave that to dry long enough. Let's see if I can cover up those glue marks again. Press that down properly. There we are. Okay, good. And I'll get myself some dimensionals and pop them on here. Like that. And as I say, you can add your ribbon. And you can add some bling, obviously. I'll have a little look in my box and see what goes best with that. Yeah. So I can simply open it like that, fill it with whatever little gifts I wish. Just tuck that there so that the flap goes between there, and it closes nicely. Doesn't need anything else. Just press it at the side there and then it will stay closed like that. Let's have a look at the bling box. I've got some new, no, that's not what I'm going to use. What will we use? Could use some Starry Sky, or I could do some bling, just proper bling. Let's just do some rhinestones, and what I can do is I have Starry Sky Stampin' Blend, so you've got your light and your dark. I'll just go with the dark. Let's pick some of these. Brand new pack, love it. And just add your blend. Well, it's not brand new, I've used a couple. Oh, that was brand new. A little bit, I think, around about your jewels. Give it another coat if you like. It takes seconds to dry because it's alcohol based markers, like so. And then just decide where to put them. So I'll put a big one on here, put the littlest one beside it, I think. And I'll put the medium one actually up there on the back. And there we go. Really pretty, easy bag that will fold flat until you need it. You could put ribbon on it if you wished, but it's a versatile little size for all sorts of little goodies. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then I'd love for you to click on that subscribe button. And if you click on the bell, then you'll get notifications of my next tutorial. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Stampin' Up products and you live in the UK, then there will be a link to those products I've used in the description bar below. There's also a link to my blog post with all of the dimensions and the products used. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.